Welcome back to my channel, Bring Peace into Your Life. If you've ever felt like your mind is racing from one news story to the next, or like you can't seem to disconnect from your phone without feeling anxious, you're not alone. We live in a world where information is everywhere, all the time. Emails, social media, news alerts, text messages, it never stops. This constant stream of information can leave us feeling overwhelmed, distracted, and far from peaceful. Today we're going to talk about how to manage this overload, set healthy boundaries, and create space for calm in your daily life, all with practical steps you can start using right away. We're going to look at finding peace in a world of constant information overload. Let's look at how information overload affects us. So firstly, let's look at what information overload actually does to our minds and bodies. When we're constantly processing new information, our brains don't get a chance to rest and recharge. As a result, this can lead to things like trouble concentrating or making decisions, increased stress and anxiety, feeling emotionally drained or burnt out, difficulty sleeping or being able to stay asleep, losing touch with our thoughts and our feelings. It's not just about the amount of information, it's about the type. A lot of what we see online is designed to grab our attention, often by triggering strong emotions like fear, anger, or envy. Even positive content can leave us feeling like we're not doing enough or that our lives don't measure up. The good news is that we don't have to let all this noise dictate how we feel. We can take control of what we consume, how we consume it, and when we choose to disconnect. And that's where we'll find our peace. The next step is to look at curating your information sources. The first step to this is to be intentional about where you get your information. Most of us have a handful of apps or websites we check regularly, but do they actually add value to your life? Start by asking yourself, does this source of information inform me in a balanced way, or does it leave me feeling stressed or upset? Am I following it because it's useful or just out of habit? And does it align with my values and what matters to me? Take some time to go through your social media feeds, news apps, and email subscriptions. Unfollow or unsubscribe from anything that consistently leaves you feeling worse. Instead, add sources that inspire you, teach you something new, or help you feel connected to your community in a positive way. For example, if you're feeling overwhelmed by world news, you might switch from checking multiple outlets every hour to following one trusted source that provides balanced updates once a day. If social media makes you feel like you're falling behind, follow accounts that focus on mindfulness, creativity, or kindness instead. Next, we need to look at setting clear boundaries around consumption. So we need to set boundaries around when and how much information we consume. Without clear limits, it's easy to fall into the trap of scrolling mindlessly for hours. Here are some practical boundaries you can try. Designate information time. Choose 1 to 2 specific times a day to check news, emails, or social media and stick to them. For example, you might check your phone for 15 minutes after breakfast and 15 minutes before dinner. Outside of those times, keep notifications off and your phone out of sight. Secondly, use time limits. Most phones have built-in tools that let you set daily limits for apps. Set a reasonable limit for social media or news apps, say 30 minutes a day, and let the phone remind you when you've reached your limit. Create no screen zones. Decide on spaces or times where screens are not allowed. This could be during meal times, in your bedroom after 9 p.m, or while you're spending time with family and friends. These zones give your brain a chance to rest and focus on what's right in front of you. Turn off non-essential notifications. Go through your phone settings and turn off alerts for anything that doesn't require an immediate response, like social media, app updates, or marketing emails. Only keep notifications for things like calls from loved ones or work emergencies if absolutely necessary. Create information-free spaces in your life. Beyond setting boundaries on your devices, it's important to create physical and mental spaces where you can be completely free from information. These spaces help you reconnect with yourself and find calm. Physical spaces. So pick a corner of your house, maybe a chair by a window or a spot on your sofa, and make it your quiet space. Keep no screens or devices there and use it for reading, a physical book, journaling, meditation, or sitting quietly and thinking. Mental space. Practice taking short information breaks throughout your day. Even just 5 minutes can make a difference. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and focus on the sensation of your feet on the floor or your hands resting in your lap. Let your mind wander freely and don't try to fill it with thoughts or information. Use nature as a reset. Spending time in nature is one of the best ways to escape information overload. Even a short walk in the park or just sitting in your garden can help clear your mind. Leave your phone at home or keep it in your pocket and focus on what you can see, hear, smell, and feel around you. Look at building mindful digital habits. So finally, when you do use your devices, try to do so mindfully. Instead of scrolling without thinking, ask yourself, why am I opening this app right now? What do I hope to get out of it? Here are a few tips for mindful consumption. When you check social media, scroll slowly and really engage with content that matters to you. Don't just swipe through everything. If you come across something upsetting or stressful, step away from your device. Take a few deep breaths and remind yourself that you don't have to absorb every piece of difficult news to be a caring person. This is really about self-care. It's about giving yourself boundaries so that you don't take on too much negativity. Before you go to bed, avoid screen time for about half an hour. Try your best to do this and to shut off your phone before you go to sleep. The blue light can disrupt your sleep, and reading or watching content right before bed can leave your mind racing. Instead, read a book, listen to some calming music, or do some gentle stretching to calm your mind down to get into a position and be ready for sleep. Finding peace in a world of information overload isn't about cutting yourself off from everything. It's about being intentional with what you let in. By curating your space, your sources, setting boundaries, creating quiet spaces, and using technology mindfully, you can take back control of your attention and feel more calm and centered every day. Start with one or two of these steps. Don't try to change everything at once. Just take your time and make small changes that can help you. Give yourself time to adjust and be kind to yourself if you slip up. This is something new you're learning, and it's okay to take it one step at a time and take it slowly. Change isn't always easy, but it can help you to move forward and make better choices. We all have days where we scroll too much or feel overwhelmed by the news. It's part of being human, and it's okay to acknowledge that and make sure you're taking care of yourself. Thank you for joining me today, and if you found these tips helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe for more content to bring peace into your life. What's one boundary you're going to try setting this week? Let me know in the comments below, and let me know if it was helpful and if you got any benefit out of it. Until next time, take care of yourself and your mind, and I hope to see you in the next one.